USA Women. The World Athletics Indoor Championships were one race away from being over. Every gold medal had been settled except this one. When the first leg finished, the Americans were not in the lead. They were in third place, behind the Netherlands and Poland, with Shamier Little still waiting to run. Nobody knew yet whether the final gold of the entire meet would end up in American hands. March 22, 2026. Torun, Poland. The Kujawsko Pomorska Arena was packed for the closing night of the World Athletics Indoor Championships. 3 days of competition: sprints, jumps, throws, middle distance, and hurdles. By the time the evening session reached its final hour, nearly every gold medal had already been claimed. Then the men's 4x400 meters finished. USA won it in 3 minutes and 1.52 seconds, a new championship record. The crowd hadn't settled when the women's relay teams stepped to the line. The women had one race left to run, and it was not just another relay. Whoever crossed first would own the last gold medal of the entire championships. That is the kind of race that follows athletes for the rest of their careers, whether they win or lose. Going into the final, the pressure was real. The Netherlands arrived in Torun as the defending champions after winning this event the previous year in Nanjing. They had Lieke Klaver on the first leg. Klaver had just won individual bronze in the 400 meters at this same meet 2 days earlier. She was the European indoor champion in the event, a known quantity, and she ran like it. Her opening split of 51.16 seconds put the Dutch immediately in front. The USA handed off in third after leg one. 6 nations remained in contention. The gold was available to anyone who wanted it badly enough. The USA relay pool for this championships had been assembled carefully, and the 4 runners who took the track for the final each brought something different to the team. Bailey Lear led off. The 25-year-old had finished second at the USA Indoor Championships in the 400 meters 2 weeks earlier, running 51.60 seconds. She and Rosey Effiong had placed first and second at nationals. They knew each other's rhythms well. Lear's opening leg of 51.47 was clean and controlled. It was not the fastest split in the field, but it was a professional run. She delivered the baton in third and gave the team something to work with. Rosey Effiong ran the second leg. The 24-year-old had not had the week she wanted in Torun. She had exited the individual 400-meter competition in the heats before the final was even run. That kind of week can break an athlete's focus. It can also sharpen it. Effiong's personal best in the 400 meters stands at 49.72 seconds, set at the USA Outdoor Championships in 2024. On her day, she is one of the fastest quarter-milers in the country. Paris Peoples ran the third leg. Like Effiong, she is a product of the University of Arkansas track program, one of the most decorated relay development systems in American college athletics. The two had been teammates in Fayetteville and understood the relay culture that Arkansas builds into every athlete it produces. Peoples carried that into Torun. Then there was Shamier Little, the anchor, a 30-year-old from Chicago who had been competing at the top level of American athletics for over a decade. Little is a 3-time NCAA hurdles champion and a 2-time World Championships silver medalist in the 400-meter hurdles. At the Paris 2024 Olympic, she won gold in the women's 4x400 relay and silver in the mixed relay. She holds the record as the 5th fastest woman in history in the 400-meter hurdles with a personal best of 52.39 seconds. When a coaching staff needs a closer on the final leg of a world championship relay, Shamier Little is exactly the kind of athlete they put in that position. Rosey Effiong took the baton in third place, behind the Netherlands, behind Poland, whose home crowd was already loud in the arena. This was the leg that would define the race. She attacked immediately, not the steady build-into it approach of a runner managing their effort across a safe carry. She drove hard from the moment the baton hit her hand. Through the first curve, into the back straight, she did not look sideways. She simply ran, and when she reached the exchange zone to hand off to Paris Peoples, the clock read 50.83 seconds for her leg. USA had moved from third to first in one leg. The half-second lead Effiong handed to Peoples was not comfortable by any measure. 3 nations were within striking distance, but the lead existed and it was real. For an athlete who had spent 2 days processing an early exit from the individual event, that 50.83-second split was more than a relay leg. It was a statement. Peoples ran with composure. Her 52.02-second carry was steady and deliberate. She did not let Spain close the gap. She did not let Poland use the home crowd to push through. She held what Effiong had built and delivered Shamier Little a lead with 1 leg remaining. On the final leg, Shamier Little took the baton and ran the way athletes run when they have been here before. The Netherlands sent Eveline Solberg on the anchor. Spain had Blanca Hervas flying on the outside. Poland's Justyna Swiatek, 33 years old and a mixed relay bronze medalist from this same championships, was in third and running her own race in front of a partisan Polish crowd. The noise inside the arena was real. The pressure was real. The final 200 meters would decide who stood at the top of the podium for the final medal ceremony of the entire meet. Little split 51.49 seconds, controlled, measured. The lead held. She crossed the finish line first and the clock stopped at 3 minutes and 25.81 seconds. Behind her, the race finished in remarkable fashion. The Netherlands crossed in 3 minutes and 26.00 seconds. Spain ran 3 minutes and 26.04 seconds, edging Poland by just 0.13 of a second for the bronze after Hervas passed Swiatek with only meters remaining. The gap between silver and 4th place was 0.17 of a second. 4 nations ran within half a second of each other. It was one of the tightest relay finishes in recent championship history, and USA sat at the top of all of it. After the race, Little told reporters the team had arrived in the final with a clear sense of what the job required. That clarity showed in how they ran. 6 wins from the last 9 editions. That is the record the USA women now hold in the 4x400 relay at the World Athletics Indoor Championships. No other nation has come close to matching that consistency over the same period. The Netherlands has 2 wins. No one else has more than 1. The level of competition in Torun was genuine. Great Britain finished 5th in 3 minutes and 28.09 seconds, with a team that included Dina Asher-Smith, the 60-meter finalist from this same meet, and Keely Hodgkinson, the 800-meter gold medalist who had raced less than an hour earlier. Hodgkinson produced the fastest individual split of the entire final at 50.10 seconds. Great Britain's 5th-place team would have challenged for a medal at most editions of this championship. That is what USA beat. The championship record in this event is 3 minutes and 23.85 seconds, set by USA themselves in Birmingham in 2018. The Torun winning time was not record pace.